What you about to be suave? You gonna be suave? We're talking like this right here. I'm gonna talk to all the ladies. I'm gonna talk to all the ladies out there and just tell you, it's a man's world. It's not. EBT.
All right, here we go. Yo, what's up, man? It's Give Me a Second podcast. It's your boy RJ and the man that's always in between salvations, my man Ray Sean Moore. And listen, I told you the last time he preached, he sang it, and now we're believing God for it. Well, this last Sunday, what was it, last Sunday?
This man mind is like,
This man, listen, he's on assignment. And so I just want us to stretch our hands even right now. Let's cover this man as he's under assignment.
look, I lifted my hand, but I had to turn my phone back, so I lifted it in my phone like to show what I was.
Oops.
Oh, God.
Never
Hallelujah. I mentioned your phone. Hallelujah.
Never mind. No, we're back, man. We're here. Listen.
Hold on. I can't breathe.
Yo, you can't do that, man. You can't do that.
Take up the food.
Listen, you're going to tell on yourself.
All right,
Don't
go
do
ahead.
that.
I'm sorry. That was funny.
We're trying to pray. And now they about to see your demons.
Oh, Lord. No. I'm just
all
looking
good.
at Shade Room. That's all.
No, I
Just
got
Shade
you. I
Room.
got you. No, we're here, y'all. It's been a couple of weeks. We haven't talked to y'all in a while, but we got a lot to talk about. So what we talking about today, bro?
So look, I had to wait so I could talk to you about this because it was on. I saw it on the internet. There was a whole thing. It was talking about the neighbors. It was saying, is the father wrong for playing a video game while the baby sleeps? And so it brought up a question. I started looking through the comments and just seeing people what they were saying, especially women. And I have a question to you, Rob. Why is it? And it's a question for everybody. Why is it that women, and I'm talking directly to the women that's listening, why do y'all get so mad when men play video games? Rob, what is it about a video game that drives a woman completely crazy?
First of all, in this season of my life, 2K is the priority. It's NBA season, and I play 2K, and it just is what it is. You know, don't interrupt me while I'm online. Hold on real quick. Hey, we podding real quick. Can I call you right after? That's going to be on the pod, too, all right? So don't say too loud. I'm just playing. All right, bye.
This man just stopped the whole podcast.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I just don't know where the day is about to go. Because I just know if my phone ring, I wouldn't answer it. I don't know. I just know if this phone right here ring.
You don't miss that call, sir.
Oh, excuse me.
You don't miss that call.
Well, continue. I'm sorry. Why
No.
do women have such a problem with men playing video games?
I believe it's about being a priority. It's one of them things like when they're not busy, they want you to not be busy too. And that's been my experience. Okay. Now, and then they do things that are kind of fun that kind of distract you from the cause. You know what I mean? And that's kind of fun when it's fun. But when you're online, like that's something that you just shouldn't do. I mean, I'm online. You know what I'm saying? You know, I need my me time. You know?
Okay, let me ask you a hard. Why do you play video games? Let's start there. This might be a weird, but why do you play the video game?
I mean, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm living out vicariously through, you know,
the AI
of LeBron James or Kobe or whatever, you know, childhood memories, that kind of thing. Ultraly competitive. But like, honestly, it's the only time and the only space where like nothing else matters.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for you to get to.
It don't matter. Like whatever is going on, kids, wife, girlfriend, not that they're in the same sentence. I didn't mean girlfriend and wife. I'm just saying, depending on where you are in your
this
life.
This pod is going down. We are going down fast. This is quicker than Titanic.
No. But no, like just nothing else matters in that moment, and I'm cool with that. You know?
I was waiting for you to say that because I feel like if you asked any man about why they play the game, I feel like all of us are going to say the same. It's our escape. You know what I'm saying? It's our getaway. I know for me, I don't care how stressful my day is, and I tell people if I'm real stressed out, I'm like, I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna shoot something up tonight when I get on Call of Duty. I'm gonna let it all out. It's going. I might be frustrated now, but I'll let it all out. I feel like the game is the way for us to escape, but it's weird because a lot of women don't see it as an escape. They see it as a man just being childish.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's my equivalence to like girls' night. I'll stay in the house and play my game before I go hang out like with a bunch of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like you tell me you going out tonight, the first thing I'm doing is getting me a little drink, like some juice. And then the first thing, let me fix that.
Get some juice.
You tell me you going out tonight, the first thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing some juice. I'm making me a bowl of popcorn, and I'm hopping on the sticks because that's just for real. Like, and my thing is, you ain't got to call. We're good. You ain't got to listen. Have a great time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on these sticks. You
And
know what I mean?
I think that's honest. And that's true. I got homeboys. We don't hang out. We don't go. We ain't going to meet up to get no beer. I don't drink beer, but we know what I'm saying, we're not doing nothing like that. But we know every Monday morning we all gonna be on the game. That's we're all off on Mondays, and
Facts.
so Monday morning is our time to be on the game, and that's what we do. And it's not a lack of responsibility because we all work extremely hard. Pretty much, we're all entrepreneurs. It's just that is our our time. That's what we do. But man, I'm trying to tell you, I read it, and I know some personally. I know some women personally that cannot stand to see a man on a game. They feel and they are quick to say, "Oh, you a child. You acting like a little boy."
Listen, I've
had a woman tell me that. "Oh, you just that's some little boy stuff."
You know, and my response at the time when it was said to me was like, I could be out, you know, but
don't go there.
You know,
oh Jesus, oh God!
I said, but I'm in the house. But I was 25-ish when I said that. You know what I mean? Now I don't explain myself.
Yeah,
I just play.
Yeah. Well, I'm me personally. I'm on the PS5. We both play PlayStation, so we both PlayStation.
Yeah.
We've never actually. What's crazy is we pod together. We've actually never played a video game together because we don't play the same games. I only play Call of Duty.
I play Madden and 2K.
He played Madden and 2K. He's addicted to 2K. He takes it too serious. And I haven't played 2K since what was that? 2016. I showed
2014.
It was. I had the video game case.
Case had dust on it.
I was like, I ain't played that game in so long, so I got to get the new 2K.
You playing the hard copy version? We don't buy hard copies no more. You got to get the digital. You got to get the digital, man.
So I got to get my 2K so I can play against Rob on PlayStation. The problem is when I play with him, he can get anybody but Brooklyn Nets because I'm pretty sure at this point Kyrie ain't on the game no more.
Yeah, you stupid.
Have they taken?
You
That's
stupid.
not funny, but did they take him off the game too?
They didn't take him off the game yet. He's still on the roster.
Give it a week.
You know, but yeah, he's on the roster. But I want to ask you something before you go into that real quick. I want to know. So talk to me about priorities though. Like for real. Like, you know, where is the lady falling as a priority? I think we got to speak to that because I think they have an issue, or the ones that have an issue, should I say. Mm-hmm. I think it could be perceived as they don't feel as though they are a priority. Okay. And it's about time management. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, let me say this. The one time I had a real conversation about me playing the game and it really being a problem was it was like you're playing the game but you didn't do A, B, and C. Yeah. Like you didn't take out the trash yet. Yeah. Or you're playing the game but you didn't call so-and-so back. Or you're playing the game and you didn't finish this project. And I think that's where it comes. But I feel like if you've got all your business straight and your woman knows that she is the priority, that she's taken care of, that the house is taken care of, that you done, you know, that the house is clean, you done laid it down, you done did your manly duties for the day. Yeah. I feel like at that point, if you say, hey, I'm gonna play the game for about an hour, I think at that point it should be good.
But you need to come to bed. I'm sleepy, so I want you to be sleepy too.
Yeah, that's a woman thing. They want when they go to bed,
you go to bed.
You go to bed. when they ready to go, and oh God, Rob, don't get out the bed. Oh God,
where you going?
Where you going? Who you with? Where you been? Where you going?
Why you taking your phone with you?
Don't get out that bed, boy. I'm telling y'all. Let me look in this camera. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling you what I've been through. I'm telling you exactly how to get out of your foolery. So man, don't do it. But yeah, I feel like, but I feel that. As a man, if you handle your priorities of the day, things are in order, and you've done what you've done, I think if you take an hour or 2 hours now, if you on the game 5-6 hours in the middle of the day all night long, everybody's neglected. You know, you're not paying attention to your woman, your wife. You're not paying attention to the kids. I feel like at that point you're taking it too far.
I mean, we're talking about video games, but literally whatever it takes to give yourself some self-care, because what we don't really highlight and talk about a lot is the stressors and the pressures of the world that we all kind of deal with. And it's easy, you know, in certain places to be like, oh, I need some me time, but it's something about it being, let's say, connected to a video game where it's like, oh, it's not respected. But the thing about it is whatever you do that's self-care after you've handled the business. And I want to say it this way, self-care is a priority.
Definitely.
And I think sometimes you know, because of what the thing is, it could be looked as insignificant. Yeah. But you know, again, whatever that thing you do, to take care of yourself, man. You know,
Well, you got to do it, and
Yeah.
the problem is that society and social media makes us feel like we got to be busy all the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
oh, I gotta be on my hustle. It's all about my bag.
Yeah.
That's all I hear. I got to go get the bag. It's
Yeah.
all about the hustle. Yeah, you can do all that, but you at some point you got to know what is your downtime. What is your, like you said, what is your self care? Whether it be, hey, every week I go get a massage. I know every 2 weeks I'm gonna go. You know, as a woman, if you go get your nails done, if you go get your hair done, like what's your downtime? It might just be going to the gym. Like
So
Rob going to the gym.
You went. You stupid. You went to a different space. Actually, you talked about you know how you structured the day, and in terms of like people saying, "Oh, I'm getting the bag. I'm chasing the bag because I'm working 20 hours a day." Nothing sexy about working 20 hours a day. You have to develop systems.
Nothing.
And you know, you call yourself an entrepreneur. You call yourself a business person. You know what I mean. You call yourself to have business endeavors. If you're working 20 hours a day, I don't want to say you're working too hard because there is a time, there's a season for that. But when when you're 2 kids into a family, you know what I mean? When you're 5 years into a marriage or a relationship and you haven't figured out a system to have balance, that's when it becomes a thing. I think that's when it becomes a thing.
See, my thing is working that hard will eventually cost you something.
Yeah.
That level of hustle, and I'm telling you,
We wasn't even supposed to go here, y'all.
I know. I don't know where we at, but I'm telling you from experience of what I know. That ultimate sight of I've got to get to something, and I'm going to work every day 18, 20 hours a day, and I'm going to work myself crazy and neglect everything around you. Yeah, you might get the money, but you're going to lose your family.
Definitely.
You might get the money and get the bag and get the notoriety, but you're going to lose your sense of self. You're going to lose your friendships. You're going to lose relationships.
Situational awareness goes down.
Yeah, you're going to lose family. I mean, so it's a give and take, and I agree that we got to have that hustle, but we got to have that self-care and that downtime.
Like there's a transition that I'm kind of like dealing with even like right now. And one of the things while I'm transitioning is that I want to be adamant about, I want to be in a space where I'm able to do what I have to do and what I want to do all in the same conversation. Like long gone are the days of I'm only doing, I got to do what I have to do so I can do what I want to do. No, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to do what I have to do all in the same conversation.
Yeah.
It's going to live in the same day. It's going to live in the same body. It's going to live in the same mind. And I'm going to project that, you know what I mean? And I'm going to lead. I won't say leave. I'm going to lead a space where we prioritize being able to do what we want to do and what we have to do all in the same conversation.
Well, for sure, because what's the point of working crazy and you have nothing to show for it? You ain't did nothing to show for it. You just working to work and just working. You going to work to pay bills, go to sleep, and dig it up and do it again tomorrow. No, you gotta have something in the middle. I'll tell you something. Years ago, this had to have been 2009, maybe 2008, 9, somewhere in there. It was early, like years ago. And so, my mom had bought a Toyota RAV or something, RAV4 or something. That was years ago. But she had a high payment. I don't know what the interest was. I don't know what the credit was, so don't ask me that. But I know the payment was high. The payment had to be like $600. So something high. But for that time, that was a high payment. You got to think, we're talking 2009. You didn't have a lot of people talking about $600, $700 car payments.
Yeah.
And so she had a high car payment. And I remember one day I asked her, I was like, why would you get a car with that much of a car payment? Like, why? And she literally said to me, she said, I work hard every day. The least I'm going to do is be comfortable when I drive to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I work this hard to have something that I want. I'm not going to go to work and not have anything that I want. And that thing stuck to me because some people be like, Sean, you got 2 cars, you're doing this, da, 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 da. I'm not about to work this hard to have nothing to show for it.
I believe in sacrifices because I don't want to get it confused to where, I'm a play harder than I work. No, you work hard, you play hard, and I believe in sacrifices. I just believe now as I'm going into the latter part of years of my life that there's a way to do both of them at the same time. Mm-hmm. Man, let me tell you something. I'm doing it so much. I went to a Washington Commanders game. I didn't even know they changed the name to the Commanders. I knew them. They were formerly known as the Redskins, and they're not known as that anymore. And it was so bad. It wasn't even that it was the Redskins. Oh, I'm sorry, the Commanders game. They were playing the Vikings. And I know they're doing well this year. Mm-hmm. But the Commanders and the Vikings, that's the best game. The point is that I'm in a space where, I'm just going to do it. Mm-hmm. And I've just done it in a whole bunch of situations over the last year and a half of life. And I got more memories in the last 18 months than I got over, a 20-year period, if I could say it that way. And it's because I'm connected to the fact that you can do both at the same time. You know what I mean?
You got to. And I challenge and you. And
relationally, I'm doing better too.
Yeah. But I challenge you. I challenge our watchers, our listeners. Go do something that you don't normally do. It might have been like last week or something.
You meet somebody you don't normally meet.
Seriously,
you keep running into the same deadbeat dudes and ladies.
Last week, my homegirl called me and was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Yo, I'm up here at the coffee spot." It was like a Tuesday night. They're like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "They having some kind of poetry and stuff or whatever. I'm just up here watching." They're like, "What made you go to that?" Hey, I didn't have nothing else to do. I saw it on Facebook. I'm here. Who you with? By myself. Just decided to come on up here, see what it was, see what it do. And that's my thing. Like you and I met a prospective client while I was there. You just never know who you're gonna meet, what you're gonna meet. If you're looking for somebody, first off, this is a whole nother subject. You about to take it somewhere else.
We want to win somewhere.
You cannot out here say you looking to date and never be out looking to date.
Yeah.
I can't, it's difficult to say, oh, I'm looking for a man, I'm looking for a woman, I want somebody, I'm looking for something. But you don't never go out. You don't never go nowhere. You go to work and go home. You go to the grocery store and go home. You're not putting yourself in position. Women, we can't say when a man find a woman, he find a good thing, and we can't find you. Where are you at?
But this is the other piece. I love what you said. The key is I'm in a season where, like, before I'm getting into the best product, the best relational part of my life, is I'm also dating myself. Yeah. This is why. This is the last year I'm going to go somewhere and I'm not going to know how to pronounce something on the menu.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
But it's because I don't know. I don't get out much. In other words, I'm saying I got to get out more. You know what I'm saying?
Don't feel bad. I still go places and I have to send a picture to Judy. But Judy, what is this? What am I getting? I messed around and ordered raw meat one time. I didn't know what I was
got to stop getting nervous because the bill is over $40. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to getting chicken tenders. You know what I'm saying? For real, you got to really.
I'm the reverse of you because I date heavy.
You got to go backwards.
When I dated, let me fix that.
You in Africa on day 2.
When I dated heavy.
Yeah.
And so a meal is $100.
Yeah.
So now I go out and eat by myself and they bring the bill. It's $23. Yeah. Like, what? I don't want nobody. I don't want nothing.
Listen, I'm getting appetizers now. I ain't never used to get. You want an appetizer?
Getting dessert.
Nope.
He getting appetizers and dessert.
Listen, man. No, I mean, so I just wanted to kind of highlight that. Man, you got some stuff on there, but I got stuff on my mind. Can we just shift for just a little bit? It's Thanksgiving. What you got coming up on your plate? I want to know what you're eating this year.
What am I eating?
What you eating this year?
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even thought that far. Yeah. I haven't even thought that far into what I'm eating on Thanksgiving. The only thing I do want, I want some good potato salad.
Yeah.
I just want. I don't know. I know it sounds crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't even worried about the turkey.
Yeah.
Some dressing. I want some good dressing.
Yeah.
Add some good potato. And I like my dressing to be just a hint of sweet in it. I like a little sweet. Don't get me talking about food because I know people can connect to that. I have lit up. We start talking about food and my whole countenance has lit up.
Look, man, I got my man Thurman Davis. He's gonna be hollering at me this year. He's been the guy that's cooked all my Thanksgiving dinners for the last 4 or 5 years, I think. This man, if you live in the Fayetteville area, I'm telling you, if you live in Fayetteville, North Carolina,
whoa, we're not skipping over that.
Plug.
Hold on, whoa. We're not about to skip over that like that. This man said he's been cooking my meal. When did you get to a level you got people cook? This nigga got money. I knew it when I walked in here. He had these pretty lights up here and stuff in his house and a little red cup because we don't just have red cups and stuff. This man got money. He got people cooking for him.
This man has been cooking for me for the last 4 years for Christmas and Thanksgiving, man. This man his name is Thurman Davis. I'm going to drop his information below. This man specializes in barbecue turkey. I think not barbecue turkey. It's
turkey barbecue.
Turkey barbecue. There we go. I said it backwards. You know what I meant. Let me tell you something. When he said he was going to give it to me last year, as a side for free, I was like, what in the world is turkey barbecue? Let me tell you something. The main meat that he brought, I said, I'm good. I froze it and I ate it 2 weeks later. So I just wanted to highlight that, man. Listen, I want y'all to have a good Thanksgiving. Now, this is the real thing I wanted to bring up. What's your budget for Christmas this year?
Oh, it's low. It's low. Yeah. If you know, hold on. I'm gonna answer that. Yeah. I just want everybody to realize that Rob said that he hires a chef for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I'm just gonna say that one more time. And I'm gonna leave that at Rob.
Shout out to Thurman Davis, man. That's my guy. He's been rocking with
That's next level money.
No, that's access.
Next level money.
Listen, it'll bless you before it hits you. That's called access. You know what I mean?
Well, he got big money access. Because
I know big people.
He got people cooking for him on holidays, and I'm going house to house like a slave, like a poor man. I'm going house to house with plates.
Man of God, you can stop here if you need to.
For Thanksgiving, I go out and buy my own heavy duty to go wear.
Man of God, you can stop here if you need to.
I'm going to stop here now that I know that there's somebody cooking.
There's a leak in this old building.
Let me tell you something. I'm coming here first. I will be here first on Thanksgiving. So I got 5 stops playing right now.
Yeah.
But your question was, what do my budget for Christmas? It's real low. This will be the first year in a while I've even put a Christmas tree up. I'm gonna put a Christmas tree up.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Me and Chase gonna do a Christmas tree this year.
Yeah.
So it'll be the first time I've done that. But I don't do a lot because if I'm thinking about you throughout the year, I buy you whatever I'm thinking about, or if I'm gonna get you something or do something with you. And I don't like the idea that I had to do it on a day that everybody's doing the same thing and everybody's thinking about it. It just doesn't feel special. So I'm of course I'm gonna get my parents something.
Yeah.
And my son, but outside of that, that's it.
Call me emotional, man, but like I'm in a space where like I want to do something. Didn't I just talk about making memories? Like, the conversation that came up about exchanging gifts just overall in certain spaces in my life. And I was just like, but why can't we just do something? Let's not
say do something. You mean like go somewhere?
Like, let's go somewhere. Because my thought is that, you remember half of what someone buys and, but a little bit more of what you do. You know what I mean? When you take a picture, you can look back and say, man, that was a good time. That was, and maybe I'm just getting old. I think I'm just getting old.
Getting old and emotional.
I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional.
I don't know what's wrong with that. You there's a desire.
Love.
There's a You need a hug, bro? You all right? You okay? Hold on, y'all.
I want love.
I got emotional real fast. I just don't know what happened.
You stupid. Nah, man. Yeah. So, man, I'd love to know what are y'all doing in this year for Christmas, man? Drop it in the comments. If your man's is about to get a PS5, don't put it in the comments because he might see it, all that good stuff. But, man, what are y'all doing this year for Christmas? I'm in a space where I want to create memories. So, listen, you coming this way, we playing karaoke, and we going down to the lake, and we going to hang out, for me, this year for
I ain't
Christmas,
going to the lake. It's too cold. So
we're in North Carolina, man of God.
It's too cold.
It ain't cold like that.
I'm not going to the lake. It's cold today.
What did you really want to talk about? Because we got a couple more minutes left on the pod.
I was just going to talk about the whole Kyrie thing. About Kyrie. Not basketball Kyrie.
Okay.
Well, there's no basketball to talk about with Kyrie anyway because.
So before you get going, I'm going to check this camera real quick because I want to make sure we get this. I just want to check it. I just know you're good.
You fried the bread instead of toasting it. I mean, what's happening?
All right. Man of God.
Yeah.
If you don't put that game down.
Okay, I'm ready. I was doing content research.
I sound like what we was just talking about. Listen, we were rudely interrupted.
Rudely.
If you don't put that game down.
Okay, hold on. I'm pausing. So
you good?
I was doing research. So check this out. We were trying to figure out if Kyrie Irving
we were rudely interrupted. Go ahead.
We were trying to figure out if Kyrie Irving was still in the game.
He's not.
And so we have, through market research, we found out that he is no longer on the Brooklyn Nets on the game.
They've gone too far.
And I'm going to go buy 2K this week. So I'm gonna put this down. But what I was gonna say about Kyrie, because this is what we were supposed to be talking about today, is about Kyrie. What I was trying to bring up is that my issue, or what I think the issue really is with Kyrie, is not just what he posted. It's not just about him disrespecting one body or one race or one religion. It was, I think it's a culmination of how he's acted and things that he's done over the last couple of years. I think a lot of that stuff added up, and they were like, hey, we've got something, enough is enough. We done added up. You were out because you couldn't, you didn't want to eat because you were fasting, so you weren't playing ball. Then you want to burn sage around the court, and then you didn't want to play because of COVID. And now this is, I feel like it's just all adding up, and now they're just like, hey, look, yeah, we got something for you. We're gonna get rid of you. I feel like all these things have added up for Kyrie.
It could be a little weird. I think that Kyrie, he's a very intelligent guy. And I think this was a space where, while he did not say anything directly, he did kind of lift a thought process, silently,
But he apologized.
He apologized, yeah. But, it's one of them things like you had that conversation in the locker room. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to muzzle the mouth. I'm not saying it that way. But what did that really get? What value did he get out of that? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I believe that any conversation where a person doesn't leave, edified, but they leave more or less like kind of deglamorized a little bit. Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't effective. I believe that he didn't take the concept of impact versus intent into a thought process. Like he didn't think that all the way through. He thought, I'm Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna be able to say this because it's on my timeline. Freedom of speech, the whole nine. Freedom of speech only goes so far. But when you hurting folk, it is what it is. And so my biggest thing is that social, ethnic equality, right? Like when do we get there? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, while you're raising awareness in one area, you're killing awareness in another area. You know what I mean? And so they just waiting on particular coaches to say something stupid anyways. And he just did that.
But here's my issue is he loses contract, playing time. Every game I can't remember what the number was, but every day he doesn't play, he's losing astronomical amount.
It's like $225,000 a game. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So every time he doesn't play, he's losing $200,000.
Yeah.
Nike done cut him off. He's losing other endorsement deals. But here's my issue with that is that happens because he posted a video.
Yeah.
He just posted a video. But then you have Brett Favre.
Has he even paid the money back yet?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to research it before
that's why I said
back.
Social ethnic equality. At the end of the day, everybody's not treated equally. And
even if he paid it back, though,
yeah.
Kyrie apologized. So should Brett Favre lose his endorsements?
I mean, I think he has, but I don't think the fall from grace was as far.
But that's a whole nother conversation because the fall of grace will never be as far.
Yeah, the fall from grace will never be as far. And I think now that's the point that we must. If anybody that's involved in this that has the power to make decisions and influence and all that kind of stuff, I think you set a bar of equality. You don't isolate and target, because when you isolate and target, you weren't fair across the board. Now it becomes a whole other conversation that shouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
Now it becomes a race thing. Now it becomes now we got different lives matter. It was Black lives and it was whatever. Now it's about to be different lives matter because everybody has a thought behind their life or their ethnicity being more important than the other, versus equality being the thing that kind of covers all. You know what I mean? At what point? And these guys, let me say it this way: these guys are professional athletes. They have influence. They have platforms, and sometimes you still have to be in a space where you make the hard right thing publicly. The sacrifice publicly so that we can still win globally. Yeah. And I don't think he did that. I think he used his intelligence and his access to lift a particular thought process, or at least allude to the particular thought process, and he did not consider impact versus intent.
Well, it just shows me it doesn't matter what.
And
level.
Now he ain't on 2K.
Well, he's clearly gone for 2K. But it showed me that it doesn't matter what level you on, whether you're potting on our level, growing to the next level, or whether you get
even we got to be careful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or even if you're making $200,000 a game, you got to watch what you say.
Yeah,
and regardless if our intent is to offend somebody, sometimes people in certain groups are offended, and you gotta be careful. But I do personally feel that the backlash of this from Kyrie is gone a little too far. It's gone a little too much. I mean, I'm excited about getting 2K, but it kind of sucks that I won't be able to play with them.
You just got to play with the historic Cavs, the 2012-13 Cavs. They're on there. He's on, and then they got
just
the
can't
dream
play
team.
with the current roster from Brooklyn. It don't matter. Brooklyn Nets ain't gonna win
Kyrie
that anyway.
is better anyways. Don't worry about
Brooklyn ain't about to win that anyway, so it don't matter about.
But you know what though? Listen, they're better right now without Kyrie. I think they're like they're 4-1 since he's been out. So that's a thing. And LA, they're 1-1 since LeBron's been injured. That's not something I'm trying to highlight. I'm just saying they're on the road. They're on the road back to 500.
No hope.
Matter of fact, I'm believing it. I'm decreeing it. I'm declaring it in their lives. Everybody that wears a Los Angeles Lakers uniform, I declare wins over your body.
Yeah, I'm calling them No Hope LA. That's their new name. Is No Hope.
Yeah,
No Hope LA. But that's all I got. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Hey man, listen. This is Give Me a Second. You know what I mean? Listen, if you play video games, it's okay. Self-care is important. Also, we love you, Kyrie, regardless of...
We went around the world today. I mean,
the world was flat today.
We went through the world.
It was not round. It was flat today. Shout out to Kyrie. And listen, save your money for Christmas. Make memories. Make Christmas cookies. We love y'all, man.
Hold on, you hit something. I gotta add this. Yeah. Make memories. Don't make debt.
Yeah.
For Christmas, make memories. Do not make debt.
Yeah.
Like, don't kill yourself trying to buy things for Christmas, because those things get old and those things waste away. But those memories last forever.
Listen, you about to go somewhere. People make friends around the holiday times. I'm telling you, that's a whole nother podcast for a whole nother day. People make cuddle season. Yeah, people make friends because of the holiday time. Be not dismayed.
Oh yeah, it's our season. Big boys are in. It's cold outside. Big
Little
boys
guys
are in.
always win. You got to hit the gym though. Man, this is Gimme Second Podcast, man. RJ, the man that's always in between salvations. Listen, like, share, follow all things Give Me a Second and Safe Space Radio, Safe Space Network, where we keep the main thing, because you are the main character in your story. We out.
Y'all be blessed.